So I spent the afternoon here at London Real speaking with Luke Johnson, and he is the former chairman of Channel 4 here in the UK, and also the chairman of Risk Capital Partners, which own some of the biggest companies in the UK hospitality sector, from Pizza Express to Gale's Bakery. They really understand what's going on in the high street, and needless to say, he's been extremely frustrated by the way the government has been acting, the campaign of fear that they have put forth since March. And he's been extremely frustrated by the lockdown measures. And we also spoke about a recent study that just came out that said that 1 in 3 businesses in hospitality have no confidence that they will survive for the next 3 months. Also, it went on to report that 660,000 jobs have been lost in the UK hospitality sector, and 192,000 of those have been lost right here in London. And Luke was, needless to say, extremely frustrated. And he was on board with the fact that we need to make a proportionate response to the virus. We need to stop using fear to get people to not take action, and we need to get London back to work. And it was great to speak with a man who is so well versed in the hospitality sector, who is such an incredible entrepreneur, who is thinking the same way that we are about these things. And he went on to say, he said, "Brian, economists don't create jobs. Entrepreneurs create jobs." He said it's a very difficult thing to do. And when you go out there and you create and you invest capital on an uncertain future, that's how you sustain an economy like London. That's how you employ 9 million people here, when you put your capital at risk and you put an idea out there and you go for it. And that's what he did with Gale's and Pizza Express and Feng Sushi and Love Film back in the day. And he said that's who creates jobs. It's not economists, and it sure as heck isn't politicians, who are always trying to find ways to not do things. They're trying to find taxation and regulation, and that's all going to stop the improvement of business, which is crucial to getting London back on its feet. And he was very critical of what's currently going on in the government as far as their decisions. And it was great to actually talk to him to just confirm that our thoughts on getting London back to work are the right way to go forward. Our thoughts are showing leadership to get people back into London, to make a proportionate response to the virus and use science-based decision-making. We went on to talk about the fact that the hospitality sector here in the UK was only responsible for 3.3% of COVID transmissions, 3%, and yet the entire sector was closed down. That's responsible for a large portion of the GDP, and I think some 15% of all the jobs in this country are in the hospitality sector, and yet it's being shut down for no apparent reason. And luckily, because of London Real, I'm able to have these conversations with politicians, entrepreneurs, people in the theaters business, people in the tourism business, people in the gym business. And so I really have my finger on the pulse of what's actually happening in the city, the real talk from real people that are trying to create some type of livelihood, trying to hold their physical and mental health through these entire draconian lockdown measures. Unfortunately, our leaders don't have these same conversations I do. And they're not thinking about these things. All they're thinking is about asking for billions more in bailouts, about trying to increase lockdown measures, about trying to blame one or the other parties for the failings, and then they'll want you to reelect them for another time and another time and another time. And I think we need a change. I think we need to take London in a new direction. I think we need to look at this city like it's a business and take an entrepreneurial point of view, hold people fiscally responsible, invest, show some confidence, show use of the science, and show the fact that once we make a decision, we stick with it going forward, because entrepreneurs hate uncertainty, and we need to get London back to work. So leave your comments below. I'm curious. I'm going to keep having more and more of these conversations on London Real so we can beam them out to you. And we're going to make these changes possible in this city. We're going to take London in a new direction. I am super optimistic for the future, because we only need to change a few things and just start making intelligent, science-based, logical decisions, and we can have this city back to work in no time. Trust me, I see the future, I see the vision, and it's going to happen very quickly. We just need to get the right leadership in place. Leave your comments below, share this video if you're feeling it, and thank you very much.